Hello again, everyone. This is Coach Keita Rowe, your resident family and relationship coach. And I want to talk to you today about smiling big, more particularly about remembering that you can smile big. So let's get right into it. So, this subject came to me recently following a revelation that I had about myself. And I will begin discussing that revelation by letting you in on something that has been something that I've been very self conscious about since my childhood, and that would be my smile. You see, I wasn't born with perfect teeth, as you can see. I'm in the process of remedying that. I was born with a lot of gaps, a lot of space between my teeth. And as a child, I didn't have braces or anything. I was already a really big nerd, as you would call it. And I knew back then, of course, that I needed braces, but I was terrified to get them or even ask my parents for them because I was already bullied a lot in school and made fun of. And I thought that having braces would just really be the icing on the top of my nerdy cake. Um, so that's something that I grew up with, and I was very self-conscious about that. Now, as you may know, we're a lot of times our biggest critic that we have in life, like we can be hardest on ourselves. So oddly enough, even though throughout my life my smile has been something I'm really self-conscious about, I've always gotten a lot of compliments on my smile. Even before braces, people always tell me I had a beautiful smile and my teeth are nice and pearly white. But for me, looking at myself in the mirror, all I could see was the spaces that I had. And so, what I did to kind of deal with the self consciousness that I had about my smile is I kind of trained myself in pictures and in life to smile so that my smile would not show its imperfections. So if you look at old pictures of me, I'm usually smiling with just my top teeth and not showing my bottom teeth, which were particularly spaced and they had a little crookedness to them. I just kind of self-consciously trained myself to not smile big, just give just enough smile where you could just see me facing forward, and I was always in the best view for my smile. Earlier this year, I decided to kind of face my fears. And I did this with my son. So we both got braces earlier this year because we both had, well, we had the opposite problem. He has, his teeth are too close together. And he was really worried about it. So I figured that it would be a nice mother move to do it together, since it's something that we were both self-conscious about. And so we both got braces and we're going on our brace journey together. And almost instantaneously, as soon as I got my braces, I realized that even though like my teeth are straightening now, so I have almost more space than I did. But even though they're still not perfect, they look really great with my braces on. And I realized that, you know, I could smile with all of my teeth now and not feel self-conscious. But as I look at some of my videos and some of my pictures, I realized that I was still trained to not smile big. I would just smile just enough, and I'm, you know, I kind of thought to myself, what am I doing? Like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. You know, I can smile with all my teeth and feel okay about that. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on my braces. But as I really started to dig into that, like into my psyche when it comes to my smile, I realized how your past or things that you're holding on to or things that you're self-conscious about can keep you from living in the present or in the future. You know, I don't have to hide my smile anymore. Even from my own perspective, you know, if I smile with all my teeth, I look at myself and I'm like, wow, you look great. But it's just really a metaphor about how we can get stuck on something that happened to us in the past, and we can not be meeting the potential that we have today because of those things mentally that we're kind of holding on to. Um, so I'm practicing now, smiling big on every occasion that I have, and even if I didn't have braces, you know, or wherever I'm at in my braces journey, I've taken it upon myself to embrace that. Um, so I would just tell you to just think about what things in your life that you may be kind of holding on to, or things that you really need to embrace, you know, things that may have already changed, but you still see them the same way that you used to see them. And you're holding yourself back from meeting your greatest potential. Like, I can remember maybe a year or so ago, a good friend of mine made a comment, and she's like, "What's with these pictures? Like, why are you always giving that sexy look? Like, you look really great when you smile. I think people love when you smile." And I'm like, really? Um, and that really hit me. You know, it's like, what you think is a bad trait, or what you think is, you know, something that's not worth sharing, can really make a difference to people. You know, it can really make a difference to others. Just seeing you do well, or seeing you use those gifts, or you know, seeing you embrace yourself and who you are. So remember, and don't forget, that you can smile big now. Let me know what smile big challenges that you have in the comments. And of course, always remember to like and share the video. And also, never forget that you can have the life that you want. You just have to be willing to do the work.